Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play, or not Let's Play. Whoops. Welcome to Totemtalks. It's been a while since I did this, obviously. So we're back in Killing Floor. Real quick, let's just address this. I didn't decide. I realized that I have a really easy time talking over Killing Floor. So here we are with Killing Floor more. Anyway. So, we're going to get off of Steampunk. I haven't actually played this game, I think, since the last time we actually did a Killing Floor Totem Talk. There's no webcam today? Because, like, I don't know what's up, but, like, my webcam just hasn't been working. Which, you know, that's weird. I mean, it's a couple years old. It might have just ate the fucking shit to bed. Hey, cat! Felix, don't fuck with that. Come here. Damn cat's getting in wires. I got a lot to talk about today. Which is good, because one of the reasons why there was no Totem Talk a couple weeks ago was that I didn't have a lot to talk about. So it's nice that I do have that in my life. So, first things first, I'm the realist. Second thing, there was no Totem Talk last week, and there was no Left 4 Dead, or not Left 4 Dead, fucking pretty much Left 4 Dead. There was no Resident Evil on Monday. There was no, TTWA last week. And the reason for all of those except for that last one, I had like a depression spike, and I just didn't feel like doing anything, which might sometimes happen to me. Heads up. I'll try and like keep it to a minimum, but yeah, sometimes I just what are we dealing with here? A bunch of demos and a berserker and a support. So yeah, actually I fit in pretty well. But you know what? We're gonna go commando. Just for the lulz, because it's the same class. But anyway, so that just happens sometimes. You know, the whole point of Totem Talks was to be like a positive mental health thing, and I just ran out of games I wanted to play, and I didn't want to do this again because I kind of weirdly fell into the like this is bad for my channel. Because this, I mean, be real with you, man. People don't want to watch Killing Floor videos, from what I can tell from the complete lack of anyone watching my Killing Floor videos, which is fine, whatever. I'm gonna play what I want to play, and I'm hoping. I forgot to open my Dr. Pepper. Oh my god, I'm a monster. Hold up. I'm hoping strongly that my comical wiles and my loud slurping is enough for you people to fall in love with me. And, you know, it's kind of neat. I'm not, you know, like, I'm not going to be like, I'm not growing fast enough. I'm not growing particularly fast, but, like, I've gotten a fair share of subscribers. And by a fair share, I mean, like, way more than I would have gotten, in the past, doing literally nothing. So, you know, that's honestly, like, super reassuring. And I'll get, like, comments from people that are like, hey, man, these are great, and, you know, like, hey, I really like this, or just like, hey, keep it up, and, like, that's nice, man. It's kind of cool, being a smaller YouTuber, because you don't get all the shitty people. I think in my entire, like, fuck, dude, 9, probably, year-long YouTube career, I've gotten one shitty comment, and, like, I've gotten some weird comments. I've gotten some shit about that evolution video in the fact that Ric Flair is the Crypt Keeper, which isn't even my joke. But, like, some people, like, literally were offended by it. They're like, you should respect Ric Flair. I'm like, no, listen, okay, first off, I like Ric Flair a lot. As a wrestler, I think Ric Flair is great. As a person, I have my reservations about him, to where I never want to publicly say nice things, like, say, because, like, privately, I'll tell people, like, oh, yeah, no, Ric Flair's the greatest person to ever exist, because, I mean, to be fair, the man was in a coma last year, woke up from his coma in character. Like, that's hilarious and awesome, and he's fucking cool. But then there's also stuff of like Ric Flair just approaching poor women flight attendants with nothing but a towel on, or I'm sorry, nothing but his entrance robe on, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's like sexual assault, huh? That's a crime. Huh. And honestly, I'll be real with you. Like, this Me Too movement's great. I love it. I'm so shocked that no one's called Ric Flair on his shit. I literally think probably the only reason why no one has called him on it is just that, like, his heyday of doing that. Okay, one, it was either because it was completely played up and he wasn't actually, like, that, like, womanizing monster. Or number two, a lot of the people who were victims of any sexual assaults by Ric Flair are probably too old to really kind of know that this is happening or know how to speak up, or maybe they just don't like agree that they were sexually assaulted. Because sometimes you just don't know. Eric's story, I have been sexually assaulted. But it's so weird to talk about because, like, in my opinion, I had to like check with my girlfriend. I was like, was I sexually assaulted? So what happened, right? I'm at prom with my girlfriend at the time, and her friend, who like it was a mutual friend between us. We had known each other since we were like kids. She had always had a thing for me, and she was kind of promiscuous. I don't want to say like she was slutty because that's, you know, a shitty thing to call somebody, but she was definitely like, she made really poor decisions about her sex life, I'll say. Like, she's told me before this, I kind of cut contact with her after this, but she told me some shit about, like, you know, like, oh yeah, no, I thought I got pregnant because I just got drunk and fucked this dude, or like, oh hey, like, literally we're 14, and she's like, yeah, no, I, like, slept with a fully grown man, which I guess technically makes her also a victim of sexual abuse, so I shouldn't be, like, shaming her on it, and I'm sorry. I don't have a high opinion of this girl, though. Anyway, so she, but not because of her sexual escapades, because of this! She literally, while I'm literally arm in arm with my girlfriend, walks over to me and just grabs my penis in front of everybody. And, like, goes like, woo! Did not have any permission from me to do so, to the point where, like, literally after I walked away, I looked at my girlfriend at the time and I'm like, the fuck was that? And she goes, oh, that's just girl's name. And I was like, she grabbed my penis, babe, in front of you. Shouldn't you be, like, mad about it? But anyway, so, she wasn't. And me and that girl no longer date, but it's not because of that. But I think we had maybe like 2 months left in the relationship after that. But once again, not because of that, because I didn't even, like, it didn't even register with me until, like, I was thinking about this, like, as the Me Too movement was happening. I'm like, wait a minute. Because I didn't realize that was sexual assault. I just thought that was someone being a pervert. Like, I guess technically in my head I was like, yeah, that's sexual assault. But here's the reason why I'm even bringing this up. Is because, like, I really don't have any negative side effects of it. It doesn't bother me so much, I guess. Like, you know, some people describe it as, like, oh, feeling weakened and stuff, and, like, no, I don't think that was it. I think it was just literally, like, I don't feel weakened. I don't feel, like, worried. I don't have any, like, you know, outstanding issues about it. I think a lot of it's just that, like, why did you grab my penis? Like, you know what I mean? Or, like, I just didn't see it coming. She snuck up on me. But, like, it doesn't bother me. But, like, had I probably seen it coming, I would have been like, what are you doing? I think I even told her, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, let go of me. But yeah, I don't know why we're talking about this. Oh, Ric Flair, right? So, it's possible that those women have, like, the same opinion of me, as me, of just like, oh yeah, that happened to me. That sucked. Whatever. Like, it didn't actually negatively impact my life in any real way. So I don't know. I just don't think about it as like, oh yeah, I'm a sexual assault victim. I mean, I technically am, but like, am I? Yes, I am, because there are people who have gotten it worse than me. Less than me, who have definitely issues, you know, that came of it. So like me, and like I had this long talk with my girlfriend about this, and I was just like, does me not being like messed up about this? Like is that okay? Because, like, am I, like, belittling the people who went through less and came out with more? Me and this dude are gonna teabag together. But I was told that, you know, hey, whatever happens. They still have not fixed Mrs. Foster's taunting. Anyway, so, that got real. Anyway, so, I'm fine, though. That's the thing. That's the moral of the story. Is like, I'm actually fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. It didn't bother me all that much. It's just kind of a, oh, hey, yeah, no, I kind of know what these people are going through, deal. Ooh, yes, I needed that. Hello! Okay, goodbye! You just came to say hello. Anyway, so, Ric Flair. So, yeah, it's possible those women are like that. Why am I talking about Ric Flair? Anyway, so, no, seriously, how did I get on the topic of... That's not important. So I was still woo all the time because like I legitimately until like okay. So here's the thing, right? And this is probably super shitty. I know, like I said, I know Ric Flair's probably done some bad shit. Until it comes out that he did, I'm just gonna like Ric Flair. Like I'm just gonna do it. But anyway, so depression. How did I get from depression to Ric Flair? What the fuck happened in the... Did I just have a stroke? So anyway, depression happens sometimes. Sometimes I may not feel completely up to videos. I'm still kind of trying to figure out my schedule and how I do all these things. This week I just recorded all the Bioshocks in one go, without taking a break. I just recorded an hour-and-a-half long video and cut it into 3s. I don't know how it turned out. Part of the reason I did that is, because, today is... Oh, I need to upload that video. Shit. Today is Saturday that I'm recording this. It's like 1:30 on a Saturday, in the morning. But so it would have already happened, but the Andrew Ryan scene happened. If you haven't played BioShock, you might want to go watch my Let's Play of it, because it's awesome. Plug. But if you have played BioShock and you're not watching it, and I know you don't care, like, and for spoilers for a game that's literally 10 years old. But the Andrew Ryan scene happened where you find out that, like, you're a pawn of Fontaine and yada yada yada. And I wanted that to be the ending of the video. Forgot how long that cutscene goes. It's like 10 minutes of me not talking, which is, I mean, there's a lot of shit happening on the screen, so it kind of works out, but like, woof. Anyway, so I didn't want the video to be like awkwardly, god damn it, I didn't want the video to be awkwardly cut, if I were to, you know what I mean, like, I wanted that to be the ending no matter what, like, that revelation needed to be the would you kindly speech and the man chooses, a slave obeys. That needs to be the ending of an episode, right? Like, I cannot have that not be the ending of every episode. And like, everything's up to then actually has worked out pretty well. Like the Atlas's family blowing up and the other one that I cut away from that I don't remember. The first introduction to the Big Daddy, like, that all ended up working out completely without me having to like plan ahead or anything. But this one I was like, okay, I need to have this be the final thing, and so I just recorded all of Hephaestus in a row, and so it wasn't even like intentional. Like, I was kind of like, oh, I'll just do a really long episode because I didn't do Totem Talk, a TTWA, and like all that shit. So this would be like the make good for it, and then I was like, I'm not releasing an hour-and-a-half long fucking episode of BioShock. That's asinine. So I split it into 3s. Resident Evil is chugging along at a pace that's, listen, I don't know why I didn't think that this would become a problem when I did the Resident Evil worth, or just the Worth series, the Bargain Bin Gaming series. Man, I really wish Worth It wasn't a TV show, or it wasn't a fucking YouTube show already, because god damn it, it's so fucking perfect for this. But anyway, I really wish that shit wasn't, but anyway, I wish it wasn't a TV show, because I would use the title. But yeah, I didn't anticipate this when I fucking did what's its name, Worth whatever. But... well, that's a good title for it. I should change that. But anyway, so Bargain Bin Reviews. I didn't anticipate this, but fucking hell, that game sucks. Oh my god, I don't want to play it anymore. It's so bad. It's just the worst. Like, legitimately, I'm like, oh, yay, more Resident Evil. And so I actually figured out some control things. That you can see me figuring it out on Friday, or this Friday when the video went up. But I figured out some control things that actually make it like bearable. And I lowered the difficulty, so like let's see how it goes. But like the fact that I know I'm not even like a fucking percentage of the way done with that game is just killing me. And there's just so much that game does stupid and wrong that I just don't want to deal with. So, like, I'm not gonna quit it. Like, I'm gonna go until the end. And you know what? Like, because here's the thing. It could turn around. Fuck, dude. The fucking Final Fantasy 13 doesn't get good until, like, 40 hours in, from what I hear. So, like, you know, it can happen. I'm judging from the way people have reviewed that game, I don't expect it to happen, but it could. So we gotta know. Man, why you gotta pick on me like that, Fleshy? Oh wait, you're a goner. Goner, you're a goner. Die. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, I'm free. Ooh, gun. Ooh. Oh man, thank you, Mr. Healer Man. So anyway, yeah, Resident Evil's still going. What about my life? I got a new iPhone. I literally just did it today. It's an iPhone 8 Plus. Let me tell you about my experience with getting this phone. So, fucking yesterday was my day off, right? Well, technically, Thursday was my day off. God, I'm good at gunslinger. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this, and like, I'm on my sister's plan, so like, I had to get all the information from her, and one of the things I hate, like, I know how to I have an AT&T phone, I know how to fucking activate it, it takes 5 fucking seconds, like, back when I worked in Geek Squad, I used to have to activate phones all the goddamn time, I know how to activate phones, so, I just hate how long it takes when you're at a Best Buy or an AT&T store. So I was like, what if I just order this phone off of the internet? So I go through a website for a large corporate retailer, and it has a like same day delivery option. Like, it had a store pickup option that I was gonna do, but then the same day delivery option happened, and I clicked on it just because I was curious about it, and then it made it to where I had to choose that because it said there was no stores in my area, which kind of shitty. They probably should fix that. I was told that this was a pilot program, so, you know, there's some kinks to work out. But, so I just did next day, same day delivery, because I'm like, whatever, fuck it. It's free. It was free. So I order the phone, I go through all the stuff to, like, put it on my plan. This is at, like, 1 in the afternoon, right? No phone. It's like a couple hours later, no phone. So I'm kind of getting nervous. I'm like, yo, where's my phone? I call in and I go like, hey, can I switch this to store pickup? And they're like, no, you kind of gotta wait. Don't worry. It's through this company called Deliv, which I guess is kind of like a fucking Postmates type deal. Which if you don't, so fun fact about me, I never have good luck with those Postmates and Grubhub shit. They always just forget about my food. 100% of the time, it happens all the time. They always forget that I ordered food, and it ends up getting left at the fucking place. And then my order gets canceled, and I get angry. But I've been working customer service, I get responsibly angry, where I'm just kind of like, okay, what can you do? Because, like, I know this wasn't your fault. I'm not going to be a dick to you. Like, but, like, can I at least just have my money back? So, anyway, so I deal with that. So I expect this day. It's supposed to be Thursday, right? Is my delivery. It just says preparing. Says preparing. I'm like, okay, where's my shit? I call again. Well, the store has it ready. The delivery company hasn't picked it up. Okay. I wait. The store closes. My shit's still not there. So I'm like, okay, I call them and they're like, yeah, that's, I can't edit this at all or cancel it. I'm sorry. And I'm like, okay, well, what's going to happen? Well, they're going to come tomorrow, probably. Oh, no, they said they were going to come tomorrow for sure. And I'm like, okay, well, I work tomorrow. What happens if I'm not here to sign for it? Oh, they cancel. Oh, they gave me one. You get one not at home. And after that one not at home, they cancel on you. So like, that's shitty. But I guess if you do same day delivery, it makes sense. Why would you accept same day delivery if you're not going to be there on the same fucking day? But guess what? I was there the whole fucking day. So anyway, I'm gonna die here. Ooh, I survived here. Anyway, so same day delivery happens. Except for it doesn't. I wake up to a notification. Hey, your driver's picked this thing up. It should be there in like, I live literally 7 minutes from this store. It should be there pretty damn soon. It said literally like 20 minutes. And I was like, okay, cool. I look, the tracking information had the GPS like location of this man, who I literally watched for the next 2 fucking hours go in every direction that was not in the way of my house. Literally every other direction he could have went, he went. Until like 12:30. Keep in mind, I got notified this at fucking 10. And keep in mind, I start work at 12:30. But like, what am I gonna do? I need to get this thing, or else I need to go through all the fucking bullshit of fucking activating it again, because they're gonna just cancel. And like, I don't know what happens to my phone plan if I do that. It sounds like more complications that I don't fucking need. So anyway, I'm gonna die. Ooh, saved myself. Anyway, so, like, fuck, right? So this dude finally starts to move towards my house. I finally get this phone. I have to go straight to work. I don't have time to fucking play with it, which, like, I'm a tech nerd, so, like, I want to fucking get this phone up and running. Like, my current phone, or my old phone, had, like, a shattered screen, so, like, I was kind of bummed, like, oh, great, I have to still use this, like, shattered screen phone, and I can't get my new toy. I now have it set up. It's all good. I like it. I've never gone from iPhone to iPhone before. Actually, wait, that might be a lie. I might have done that before. But it was like a drastic change between iPhones, right? So, like, this one, like, going from iPhone, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, especially since this generation of iPhone is, like, a bad generation. Because it doesn't really do a whole lot, but, like, I needed a phone, and I didn't feel like dealing with Android, which, like, hey, if you're in Android, that's cool. Like, I don't mind Android. I've had Androids, but I just didn't, like, I don't know, I just didn't want to deal with it. I have too much shit invested in iOS. But anyway, so I'm dealing with that. But it just feels kind of samey, which kind of sucks. I'm thinking maybe I need to do some shit or something to it, like change the backgrounds or something, just to kind of, especially since it's just a backup of my old phone on there, so like it's super samey. Why would we do Zed Landing again? I don't know. Let's do fucking prison. Prison's cool. So yeah, new phone. What else happened to me? Oh, I gained 30 pounds somehow. Don't know how. I mean, like, I do know how. It's because I eat like shit and don't exercise anymore. But 30 pounds? That was fast. Like, because I weighed myself, like, a month or two ago, and, yeah. So, like, I'm gonna get a gym membership Monday. I have a gym membership at my, like, oh. I didn't realize that was one of the challenges. I would have just used that thing more. I have a gym membership at my apartment building, but their hours don't mesh with me well, because like it normally closes maybe about like an hour after I get off of work normally, and it's about a 30-minute drive from my work to my house. And that's just not enough time for me to work out. So I've been trying to wake up early, and like that didn't work too well. So I just like kind of let it slide, but I'm actually go to like a 24-hour gym and fucking fix my life real quick. So yeah, that's kind of. Oh, hey, I have a Dosh crate. Cool. I don't know when I got that, but I'm happy I have it. um, oh, I should put the fucking backpack on here. Yeah, that would look cool. In fact, let's leave this lobby that appears to take 30 seconds to fucking go. Yeah, see, that's an issue I'm having with these is that don't know if I have fucking an hour's worth of shit to say. So like I might end these. You know what I mean? These can go anywhere from, I'm going to say, like 30 minutes to an hour. That's the new rule I'm setting right now. So, like, that way I get expectations set of, like, you know, when you see these and you don't see that they're going for an hour, you're not like, oh my god, he's shortchanging us. No, like, they can go 30 minutes from an hour, or to an hour, and, fuck you. How about that? So, yeah. I've run out of games to play that I want to play. So that's fun. Which that's kind of been subset by I started a new project that I don't want to talk about because part of the allure of the project, it's not going to be on this channel. Oh, hey, look, I'm here. It's not going to be on like this channel. It has its own separate channel, and part of the allure of it is that I don't have like that. It's not something that, like, I'm be like, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Totemtrouser. Like, it's more subtle. It's more, like, artsy. And it's going to be something that, like, the fact that I was the one who made it is going to be, like, just kind of like, oh, hey, yeah, this is the guy responsible for this, but he's not, like, in it. So, I'm still working out the kinks of that. I made a couple pilot, like, videos for it that are going to be going up soon. Check out that reception. But yeah, I'm excited for that. That's kind of what I've been doing in my spare time. That and watching a shit ton of New Japan. Because, hey, I don't know if you guys know, but New Japan Pro Wrestling is really fucking good. Like, I always knew it was good, but I never, like, really watched it, until... I watched Dominion. I got New Japan World. No, you know what? No, that's a lie. I watched something. Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah, I watched Wrestle Kingdom, but I didn't maybe watch Wrestle Kingdom and something that was, you know, New Japan World. I watched it on other sources because I was like, you know, New Japan's cool. I don't know if I have the time to follow New Japan and WWE. So I didn't. And then I watched Dominion. I saw the card for Dominion, and even I, as someone who like didn't watch New Japan, was like, holy shit, that sounds fucking awesome. So I actually got New Japan World for that because I had some people over, and I was like, I don't feel like dealing with the bullshit that is required to watch this in my front room when I have a Fire Stick and could just drop fucking less than $10 a month on this shit. So I did that. Loved that show. I'm actually a huge Bullet Club fan. Like, I'm a huge fan of Being the Elite. The biggest problem with me and watching New Japan was just the time zone thing. And the fact that, like, if it's a VOD, like, I'm much less inclined to watch it than if it's live. And the way I watch wrestling, normally it's like it's just kind of in the background for me, which I think maybe might be why I enjoy less wrestling now. Because I watched all of the G1 special 100%. Like, I just sat on my bed and just watched that entire 4.5 hour long show. And I fell in love. I loved everything about it. I love, like, it probably helps that, like, the Bullet Club was, like, a primary, like, part of that. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for the G1 now. I know that, like, Extreme Rules is this week, and it's so weird, like, so even before I started watching New Japan, like, you know, like, even before I kind of, like, came around to, like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give, like, a concentrated effort to this, Like for like Money in the Bank happened, and like I got a buddy in my D&D group who likes wrestling, and he looks at, and like I hang out with him other than D&D, and he was like, "Hey man, you excited for Money in the Bank?" And I was like, "Not really. I don't really. I don't know. It's just like I think I need to take a break from WWE. Like straight up, like I don't care about anyone in that company anymore." It just feels like everyone's kind of the same and everyone's kind of boring. Like, I don't have a guy in that company right now, and I need to have a guy, at least one, that I'm like, this dude's cool. I want to watch the show for him. So I have other companies in which I have that. Case in point, and I need to catch up on it. Not TNA, Impact. I am a huge Rosemary mark. I fucking love her. And she's not on the show right now, which kind of sucks. But, like, there's other people on that show. And that's one of the reasons why I've fallen off of it. Back before Enzo Amore was a rapist, he was the only reason I watched NXT. So, like, you know, but, like, there's other people. Like, I really like OVE. I'm a really big, like, I know Sami Callihan has some, like, shit that's maybe not the best about him. I'm actually a bigger fan of the Kreese brothers, who I don't know how to say their name. But like I really do like them. I like their look. I like Andrew Everett a lot. I'm a big New Legacy fan, so like the Andrew Everett and Rosemary I'm really big on. Shit, there's other people on that show I like. I maybe less of a fan of their main event scene. I'm not like too big on Austin Aries. Or Eli Drake so much, but like Pentagon? Fuck yeah, Pentagon. Lucha Underground's another. See, Lucha Underground's another show I need to actually catch up on because I'm like in the middle of season 2. And like it just all fucking coalesces, and there's just so much good wrestling right now that I don't want to watch WWE. Like, it's just because it's bad wrestling. It's honestly probably one of the few bad wrestling companies right now. Because, like, ROH, I don't really watch, but like from what I understand, ROH maybe isn't the best right now. But a lot of that's like their new. My understanding and like my view of it, because I have watched ROH, but my understanding of it is like ROH has a real problem with their stars at the moment in the fact that they don't have any that aren't in the Bullet Club, and aren't named Dalton Castle, who I'm to understand is injured. Like there's just so many, I don't know, it's just like a lack of real star power at the moment, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, so I don't really watch ROH. PWG is way too fucking complicated to watch. I'm not fucking buying DVDs, like, no. Progress is having some troubles, from what I understand. The whole WWE deal, maybe, they're getting fucked. Over there, Progress, by WWE's new, we're going to sign every person that works on the indies, and put them in the performance center and never actually use them, but we just don't want other people to have them, deal that they're doing. It's always funny when I watch, like, old YouTube videos of, like, people who don't, like, do wrestling stuff but are wrestling fans, and they start talking about wrestling, and I'm, like, watching it, like, years later. I'm like, wow, none of that aged well. So, like, I'm sure this will all age wonderfully. But, like, in 3 years, fucking New Japan's gonna be garbage. WWE's gonna have, like, another Austin or something. But anyway, by the way, it's not a Roman Reigns thing. I like Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is damn fine. He's a good-ass wrestler. He's a cool-looking dude. He's a cool dude as a person from, like, everything I've seen. Like, his promos aren't even that bad. I think the big problem I have with Roman Reigns is the rest. Like, the only time I have an issue with Roman Reigns is around WrestleMania season when it just becomes the Roman Reigns show. But, like, even then, like, it's not that bad. Like, what was he doing this year? Brock Lesnar. I'm done with that match. That match can stop happening. But, like, like Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, like, all those are great matchups. You know what I mean? I think they might have blown their load on a lot of those matchups already. I think that's my problem with Roman Reigns. If anything, it's just like, just fucking do it. Holy shit. Just make him the guy. Stop trying to, like, make people happy and, like, get cheers. Like, that wasn't how Cena worked. Once Cena started getting booed, they didn't go like, okay, hold up. let's take the title off of him, put him on Triple H, and then keep Triple H off TV. No, they just said, fuck it, we're gonna roll with it. And it might have taken a couple years, but people fucking love John Cena now. I love John Cena. John Cena kicks ass. So like, you know, like just fucking roll with it. Just put the damn belt on him, get it over with. Like, you've kind of blown through a lot of the matches you could have with him. So like, ooh, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just done with WWE at the moment. Maybe I'll come back to it in a couple months. Who knows? I just right now I think it's just I need to take a break from it. I'm not enjoying watching it. What else am I gonna talk about? Let's do the M14 because I don't know. I hear it's good. I'm bad at it. But yeah, New Japan's really good. Impact is really good. I need to really catch up on that. Lucha Underground is fucking, dude, listen, I became a lifetime Lucha Underground fan when that one dude got eaten in the fucking first, like, listen, if you're not a wrestling fan, that's fine. Wrestling's weird. It's a weird niche. Lucha Underground is like a weird, like, I think I showed this before. This is a cool little thing. Lucha Underground is this fucking weird ass, like, supernatural show. A motherfucker gets eaten in the first season by another wrestler who's kept in a cage by his brother who owns the company, who is currently, or who in the first season finds the fucking 7 Aztec medallions of the 7 ancient Aztec tribes and puts them all in a title belt. And fucking, there's a dude who fucking was in the, like, massive Mexico City earthquakes that happened, like, a couple decades ago. His family died. He survived and became a servant of death. He fucking dies in the fucking, like, first, like, 10 episodes and comes back as, like, this super badass Frankenstein zombie thing, like, who's, like, being controlled by this, like, demon woman who can teleport, and fucking... Oh, man, it's so fucking weird and so fucking good. There's a fucking rabbit cult in the 3rd season, and that's all I know about it because I'm on the 2nd season, and I have no context for it. But yeah, like, in wrestling companies, you know, people leave. It happens. Normally, you know, if they're popular enough, they'll get, like, a loser leaves town match. In Lucha Underground, if you leave, your character fucking dies. They fucking kill you. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's so weird and out there for a wrestling company, because it's not made by a wrestling company. Like, there's wrestling people there, and, like, AAA is involved in it, but, like, from my understanding, they're not necessarily the same company. But yeah, like, it's Robert Rodriguez's, like, channel, so I think he's, like, involved in it. But yeah, like, it's fucking out there. It's fucking, and the wrestling's really good too. Like, that's the other thing about it, is like, if all this shit was there, like, it would be cool, but the wrestling is really good. So like, it kind of works itself out in the weirdness by, like, oh shit, that was actually a wonderful match. But yeah, so like, those 3 companies I think are gonna be, like, where I get all my wrestling from. Because, like, real talk, I just can't with WWE. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm unsubscribing from the network, because the network's awesome. They fucking just uploaded Black fucking Tuesday, like, 2 days ago, and I need to watch that shit. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It won't make any sense to you, actually, if you're not a wrestling fan. If you're a wrestling fan and you know what that is, Google it. If you're not a wrestling fan, you got some background knowledge you need to kind of follow up on. But yeah, this is we're probably going to end it here. Not, like, right now, but I mean, like, we're going to finish this game and then call it a session. That man has a shark on his head. Oh, yeah, we'll open the Dosh crate. But yeah, man, so wrestling's cool. It's really good right now, but maybe not, like, at the main stage. And, like, I'll still pop on. Like, even if this thing fucking keeps me gone forever, or not forever, but if it keeps, like, if I'm off of WWE for a long-ass time, like, I'm very active on r/Squared Circle, so, like, I'm gonna see what's happening. Like, I'm not gonna be able to, like, fully disconnect from it. When fucking what's its face comes around SummerSlam, Like, I'm gonna watch it. Like, you know, I'm not gonna not. Like, that'd be dumb. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do that. But yeah, so that's me. Like, I'm gonna watch SummerSlam. I'm gonna watch I might watch Survivor Series. I'm gonna watch the Royal Rumble because the Royal Rumble is my favorite match of the year. Like, I'll watch Mania. I really think about it. And then here's the thing, like, I haven't been watching the actual, like, main shows for years. Because that's just how my schedule works. But normally I'm like, I'll watch pay-per-views. Pay-per-views are cool. There's normally, like, good matches there. I don't hate them. But, like, even now I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. And if I don't care, I'm not going to watch it. Like, I have much better things to do with my time than watch something I don't want to care, like, I don't even care about just because it's wrestling. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing a lot of wrestling fans have an issue with is they're so like, well, it's wrestling and I'm a wrestling fan. So like, and it's WWE. So of course I have to watch it. And they don't like branch out. And that's how they get like super jaded about wrestling. Like, I legitimately think all the people who hate Raw, if they just like fucking watched Impact instead of Raw, the wrestling world would be much better because one, you don't got your whiny bitching ass because you can just say, I just don't watch WWE right now. Like I'm gonna be saying for the next couple months, but you also get more people watching Impact, which is, like I said, pretty good lately. It's been pretty damn solid. Don Callis and fucking D'Angelo Dinero are kind of killing it on creative. So, like, you know, you get those people who are, like, who are watching that now, and then that gets higher ratings and more money, and they can compete better. Because right now, there's this big problem in wrestling, which is WWE will just sign people with a name to keep them away from other companies, and if WWE wants you, and you're not one of those people like Kenny Omega, like Rosemary, like the Young Bucks who are like, you know what, I honestly don't want to go to WWE. I like what I do now. Like my schedule is better, or like, hey, I kind of like being on the little guy's team, or you know, stuff like that. Like you're gonna, and WWE comes knocking, and like no company's gonna be able to compete financially with you. It's just not possible. Like they have so much money. They have even more money now thanks to the Fox deal. That like they're just gonna they're just gonna win. They're gonna get all the money, or they're gonna get all these people. And that's where you see these weird like talent divisions. Like, did you know that fucking Gunner has been signed to WWE for fucking months, and they just not doing anything with him? And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Gunner fan. I don't really particularly like Gunner, but like, dude, at least put him, like, doing nothing with him. He's still in like developmental, and it's just like Gunner is not gonna learn anything more and develop. He's already been on a TV show. He was on TNA when it was like bigger than it is now. You know what I mean? Like, dude has the experience. Like, I don't know what you're getting out of keeping him in NXT for, or like people like Cassius Ohno with like. Explain to me what the fuck they're doing with Cassius Ohno. Not doing anything. He's just there. Every single person in the UK division, literally not named fucking Tyler Bate or fucking Peter Dunne. What are they doing with Pete Dunne? What are they doing with them? Nothing. Any women they sign. That's not Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, or Shayna Baszler. Nothing! They're doing nothing with them because they don't have to. They just want them so other people can't have them. So it's really hard to follow, like, American indies now, or even Japanese indies. I mean, or Japanese, I actually don't follow Japanese indies. That's too hardcore for me. And I'm pretty hardcore about wrestling, but, like, I like to be able to understand the language. Like, sometimes I don't need to. Like, if it's a good enough match, I don't need to. But, like, there's a reason why I don't watch, like, CMLL or, like, AAA. because those shows are bad, but also because I don't have any idea what's happening. Lucha Libre is fucking an entirely different monster. I better not be like the only one left alive because I haven't seen anybody. No. It's just me and this dude? It is just me and this dude. Fuck. Okay, well this dude's about to die, so like I'm not too worried about it. Got him. Anyway. But yeah, so I don't know. That was Eric's wrestling rant. Oh god, its mouth flap, its fucking head flap opens when you shoot it. Look at that. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl. Let's open that crate, huh? But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, long story short, take a break from WWE. If there's like a really good match or something, like I'm keeping the network, so like I'll just watch it. But like, even then, I don't really care. Like, okay. Yeah. Ooh, that's sexy. Okay, cool. I'll take that. Okay. So, yeah, I talked for 45 minutes. That's good. If you like this, go ahead and follow me on shit. I'm the same on everything. So, youtube.com/Totemtrouser, twitter.com/Totemtrouser, twitch.tv/Totemtrouser. Bioshock will not be up tomorrow because it's a Resident Evil day. So, Resident Evil will be up tomorrow. And then Bioshock, and then TTWA, and then yada, yada, yada. Next week, Monster Hunter? I'm thinking Monster Hunter next week. I was going to do Monster Hunter this week, but I'm tired. And I kind of need to pay a little bit. I'm honestly actually really good at Monster Hunter, so like I don't need to pay a lot of attention to Monster Hunter. But like it's probably in my best interest to care about that game, as I'm playing it. That seems kind of smart. So anyway, you guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.